President Sisi extends Ramadan greetings to the Egyptian Muslim community abroad. Delegations from Israel, Qatar and the United States arrive in Cairo for ongoing Gaza ceasefire negotiations. And Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati congratulates Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam on government's approval. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Qnews, bringing you the latest updates from Egypt. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has extended his heartfelt greetings to the Egyptian Muslims community abroad on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan. In his message, the president wished Egypt and its people continued stability, progress, and prosperity during this sacred time. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has exchanged congratulations with kings, presidents, and princes of Arab and Islamic countries on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan. In his message, President Sisi extends his heartfelt congratulations and best wishes, praying that the blessed month brings goodness, blessings, and prosperity to their nations and peoples. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni have exchanged views on regional developments. During their discussions, both leaders stressed the urgent need to begin the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip while ensuring that Palestinians remain on the land and that their cause is not undermined. They also underscored the responsibility of the international community to protect the Palestinian people and support their rights to establish an independent state along the June 4th, 1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital. Egypt's State Information Service has announced that delegations from Israel and Qatar have arrived in Cairo to continue negotiations on a ceasefire in Gaza with the participation of U.S. representatives. According to the SIS, intensive discussions are underway on the next phases of the truce agreement as efforts continue to ensure the implementation of the agreed-upon terms. Mediators are also exploring ways to enhance the delivery of humanitarian aid to Gaza, aiming to alleviate civilian suffering and support regional stability. Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati has congratulated Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam on his government's approval by the Lebanese Parliament, hailing it as a significant step towards fulfilling the aspiration of the Lebanese people. The minister reaffirms Egypt's full solidarity with Lebanon, stressing Cairo's continued support for the Lebanese government and national institutions in recognition of the close and historical ties between the two countries. Egypt's ambassador to Austria, Mohammed Nasr, has discussed enhancing cooperation in sustainable development during a meeting with Abdul Hamid Al Khalifa, head of the OPEC Fund for International Development. Nasr highlighted Egypt's ongoing efforts in energy, infrastructure, and financing for small and medium-sized enterprises. In response, Al Khalifa commended Egypt's progress and reaffirmed the OPEC Fund's commitment to supporting the country's development goals. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati has held a phone call with his Lithuanian counterpart to discuss bilateral relations and prospects for future cooperation. During the call, Abdulati outlined Egypt's ongoing efforts to maintain a ceasefire in Gaza and implement a reconstruction plan. He also praised Lithuania's stance on the Palestinian issue and its commitment to a has highlighted Egypt's expertise in artificial intelligence, renewable energy and engineering, proposing collaboration in areas such as desertification, groundwater management and agriculture. His remarks came during a meeting with Uzbekistan's Minister of Higher Education, Science and Innovation, Kongir Witri Sharipov. Discuss strengthening academic and research cooperation. Both sides reaffirmed their commitment to expanding university and research partnership, fostering deeper ties between Egypt and Uzbekistan in education and scientific innovation. Minister of Tourism Sharif Fathi and the German ambassador to Cairo discussed ways to enhance the existing cooperation frameworks and open broader horizons for future collaboration between Egypt and Germany in the fields of tourism and antiquities. The meeting also addressed cooperation in archaeological work, particularly excavation and restoration efforts at various archaeological sites in Egypt. It was noted that there are currently around 39 German archaeological missions working in Egypt. Egypt is set to make history with the Grand Egyptian Museum, the GEM, opening on July 3, 2025, approved by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. This landmark museum will showcase Egypt's rich ancient heritage in an unprecedented way. The details.
Approved by Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and announced by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, Egypt is set to make history with the official opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum, GEM, on July 3, 2025. A world-class ceremony is planned, with government ministries ensuring seamless logistics at airports, hotels, and roads leading to the venue, ensuring a seamless experience for distinguished guests. Hailed as Egypt's gift to the world, the GEM is set to become the world's largest museum dedicated to a single civilization, ancient Egypt, covering 500,000 square meters and including 12 exhibition halls. It is twice the size of the Louvre in Paris and 2.5 times larger than the British Museum in London. The museum sits just 2 kilometers from the Giza pyramids, offering visitors breathtaking views of Egypt's most iconic landmarks. For the first time since its discovery in 1922, the entire treasure collection of King Tutankhamun will be displayed in one place, making it a historic cultural milestone. Since late 2022, the museum has hosted exclusive events and private group visits, allowing officials to fine-tune the visitor experience before full public access. In recognition of its architectural excellence, UNESCO awarded the GEM the prestigious Prix Versailles in 2024, cementing its status as one of the most beautiful museums in the world. With its grand opening just months away, Egypt is set to introduce the world to a new era of cultural and historical preservation.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has inaugurated the Allah Ali Al Azim Mosque in Al Maza, Cairo Governorate today in the presence of ministers and senior officials. Following the inauguration, Madbouli reaffirmed the state's commitment to developing and renovating mosques nationwide. He highlighted that in preparation for the holy month of Ramadan, the Ministry of Endowment is set to open 162 new mosques, including 111 that have been rebuilt and renovated and 51 that have been undergone maintenance and development. Egypt's ambassador to South Africa and Botswana Ahmed Ali Sharif, has met with Ilyas Magoussi, Executive Secretary of the Southern African Development Community, at its headquarters in Gaborone. Discussions focus on regional developments and strengthening economic and political cooperation between Egypt and the SADC member states, particularly boosting trade under the African Continental Free Trade Agreements. Egypt's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Migration has signed a cooperation protocol with the National Postal Authority to streamline document authentication. A consular training session was held to equip postal representatives with authentication procedures. Citizens can now submit documents at local post offices, which forward them for verification and return them upon completion. This initiative enhances consular services, aligning with presidential directives to improve citizens' services domestically and abroad. Minister of Endowments Osama Al-Azhari, accompanied by Ibrahim Sabir, governor of Cairo, visited Sayyida Nafisa Mosque in Cairo today to check on its readiness to welcome worshippers during the holy month of Ramadan. The Minister of Endowments noted that all mosques are fully prepared to receive the guests of Allah, with various religious and awareness programs provided to help worshippers make the most of the blessings of the holy month. Minister of Planning and Economic Cooperation Rania Al-Mashrat stated that more than 1,500 Egyptian government officials have received specialized training in various fields through the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, the ITEC program. The minister added that human capital development is a key focus in the strategic partnership with India. The program plays a pivotal role in enhancing cooperation among developing countries, with its extensive scope covering 162 partner countries. The International Monetary Fund has included Egypt in its executive board meeting on March 10th to disburse $1.2 billion as part of the fourth tranche. The IMF stated a few weeks ago that an agreement had been reached at the expert level with the Egyptian authorities regarding the fourth review under the extended fund facility, and Egypt will be able to receive approximately $1.2 billion after the approval of the IMF Executive Board. Moving on to sports, Al Ahly is preparing to face Tala'a Al-Geish in the 17th week of the Egyptian Premier League this season. The match will take place at 9 p.m. next Wednesday at Cairo International Stadium as part of the 17th round of the Egyptian Premier League. Meteorological Authority expects a continued gradual rise in temperatures across the country tomorrow, with moderate weather during the day in Greater Cairo and the Nile Delta, and very cool temperatures at night and early in the morning in most areas. Tomorrow there will be morning fog on some agricultural and main roads, as well as those near bodies of water leading to Greater Cairo, the Nile Delta, the northern coasts and the Canal cities, Central Sinai and northern Upper Egypt. There is also a chance of light to moderate rain on the northeastern coasts and northern Nile Delta. That brings us to the end of our news bulletin. Here is what we've been covering. President Sisi extends Ramadan greetings to Egyptian Muslims community abroad. Delegations from Israel, Qatar and the US arrive in Cairo for ongoing Gaza ceasefire negotiations. And Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati congratulates Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam on government's approval. That's all for now. Remember to stay updated by following Qnews for the latest developments. Many thanks for watching.